Did you know the first American flag had the British flag on it? A British general faked sick to avoid surrendering. Or the one word Jefferson scratched out that changed America forever. 15 questions. Stay for number 5. Bet you take a triple take. Can you name this American flag? Grand Union Flag, also called the Continental Colors. Washington raised it at Prospect Hill on January 1st, 1776. The British Union Jack in the corner makes it the only American flag to ever feature the British flag right in the design. Which bird did Ben Franklin reportedly prefer over the bald eagle as a U.S. symbol? Wild turkey. In a letter to his daughter, Franklin called the bald eagle a bird of bad moral character, and the turkey a much more respectable bird. He never officially proposed it, but the legend stuck. Which British general surrendered to Washington at Yorktown in 1781? General Cornwallis. He actually faked sick and sent a deputy to hand over his sword. The surrender at Yorktown effectively ended the Revolutionary War. Which flag is this? Pine tree flag. Flown by Washington's cruisers and Massachusetts naval forces. The pine tree was a symbol of New England resistance to British timber laws. The Declaration of Independence lists 3 unalienable rights. Which one of these is not in the document? Pursuit of property. John Locke's original phrase was life, liberty, and property. Jefferson changed property to the pursuit of happiness, one of the most famous edits in American history. After crossing the Delaware on Christmas night 1776, which battle did Washington win the next morning? Battle of Trenton. Washington surprised the Hessian troops at dawn on December 26th. The victory came after a string of devastating losses and saved the Revolution from collapse. Which flag is this? Bennington Flag. Associated with the 1777 Battle of Bennington in upstate New York, though historians debate when it was actually made. The 76 in the canton is a nod to the year of independence. Which secret group carried out the Boston Tea Party in 1773? Sons of Liberty. They dumped 342 chests of tea, worth over $1 million in today's money. Samuel Adams and Paul Revere were both members. Who wrote the Federalist Papers? Hamilton, Madison, and Jay. All 85 essays were published under the single pen name Publius to hide their identities. Hamilton wrote the most, around 51. Which state was the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution? Delaware. Ratified the Constitution on December 7, 1787. That's why Delaware license plates say, "the first state," to this day. Which flag is this? Star Spangled Banner. The original had 15 stars and 15 stripes, not 13. This is the flag Francis Scott Key wrote the anthem about during the War of 1812. What year was the Star Spangled Banner written? 1814. Francis Scott Key wrote it after watching the British bombard Fort McHenry through the night. It wasn't made the national anthem until 1931. Which flag is this? Gadsden Flag. Designed by Christopher Gadsden in 1775. The rattlesnake had been an American symbol going back to Ben Franklin's join or die political cartoon 2 decades earlier. What is America's national mammal? American bison, officially named the national mammal in 2016. Once near extinction, with just 325 left in the wild, the population has now recovered to over 500,000. The Articles of Confederation were replaced by the Constitution in what year? 1789. The Constitution was signed in 1787, but didn't actually take effect until March 4, 1789. Washington was inaugurated on Federal Hall's balcony 2 months later. How did you do? Drop your score and your favorite question in the comments. Subscribe for more hard editions of American history.